You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. This is what's in the $20 million Fat Joe lawsuit. Dixon states in the complaint that Fat Joe forced him into humiliating situations, including acts performed under duress and surveillance, accompanied by threats of abandonment in foreign countries if he refused compliance. By his own estimation, Dixon states in the suit that he was coerced into more than 4,000 acts to maintain his standing within the enterprise. Most shockingly, the suit claims that Dixon personally witnessed Fat Joe engage in relations with children who were 15 and 16 years old, and lists 3 such Jane Does, including a 16-year-old Dominican girl in New York, who, in exchange for cash, clothing, and payment of her cell phone bill, would perform acts on the rapper. Minor Doe 2 is a Caucasian female and not a U.S. citizen. Fat Joe began having relations with Minor Doe 2 when she was 15 years old after a concert overseas. Defendant flew Minor Doe 2 to New York City and Miami, Florida on multiple occasions. Due to Minor Doe 2's body being adolescent and not fully formed, defendant paid for her to get a Brazilian butt lift. Minor Doe 2 eventually left defendant and is now married to a professional athlete. The complaint says Minor Doe 3 is a Latino female who met the defendant when she was 15 years old, turning 16. According to Dixon, defendant was in love with Minor Doe 3. He even contemplated leaving his wife. The defendant paid all Minor Doe 3's bills and even took her overseas to his tour stops. He brought her to Florida and would put her up in a condo he rented a few blocks from his house with his wife. The lawsuit states in a recorded conversation, Minor Doe 3 and her 15-year-old cousin describe in detail to plaintiff how inappropriate it was for a defendant who was in his late 30s at the time to be fawning over children. What up, my people? You tuned into the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. Fat Joe, if these allegations are true, you're a sicko. You're a sicko, dog. If these allegations are true, Fat Joe's hype man for like 15 years he filed a lawsuit against Fat Joe, claiming that not only did he get a 15-year-old a BBL, but he went overseas, Puerto Rico, somewhere like that, and was having relationships with this 15-year-old, even flew her out back to the States and was messing with her and got her a BBL. Like, this is beyond sick. Now, let me preface this by saying these are all allegations. These allegations, actually, the hype man came out earlier this year with these allegations, and Fat Joe hit him with a defamation lawsuit. Well, the hype man came back with another lawsuit, and he wants like $20 million because he said for all his contribution on writing songs, producing songs, or whatever, he never got any money for it, no credit, and now he's making the allegations of messing with this minor, messing with this 15-year-old girl. Like I said, these are just allegations. These are just lawsuits. We know how these work. Fat Joe is saying this is just a money grab, but this could be true. We don't know yet. We don't know. All these are just allegations. But if this is true, this is some real diabolical sicko work. Like, if this is true, they need to put Fat Joe under the jail. Forget the lawsuit. This man needs to be locked up and never let out again. I do not play when it comes to grown men or women messing with minors. I got 4 kids. I got 3 sons, and I got a daughter. I do not play about nothing close to it. I don't play about none of this. This is real demonic, sick behavior for people who do this. And if Fat Joe did this, this is some sicko, demonic behavior, demonic actions that is really some of the worst things you can do as a human being. For one of the worst, like, it's up there with murder and all that. Like, this is one of the worst things you can do as a human being to another human being, to a child. Y'all let me know in the comments. Fat Joe, he got a podcast now, him and Jada Kiss, so we'll see if he talks about it. I believe he just had an episode with Jim Jones. I don't think he spoke about it there, but he released the little released a statement, whatever, saying these are false allegations, whatever. But we'll see if he actually talks about it on his podcast. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. 7 Day. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.
You're now listening to the 7 Day